What's up, everybody? My name is Greg. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Venus, and excuse me, pick this up over here, and what it represents in our charts. I'm talking about Vedic Astrology, Thunder Astrology to be precise, Thunder Wizard Astrology. And if anybody's interested in getting a Thunder Astrology reading, just go to greg.thunderwizard.com, and I'd be happy to give that to you. And I'm offering 25% off still, so it's a good price and good insight into who you are, some of the energies that are coming into you through the universe, the magnetism from those planets. You can really find out a lot about yourself and learn to really control those energies that are in you, and not be controlled by them, because the universe is here for us. It's at our service. And when you pursue your soul's truly greatest joy, that's when these energies start to really harmonize with you, and you feel it. And it's a good feeling. That's what we're all down here to do. We don't want to really distract ourselves with society's wants, families' wants. We want to do what we really feel inside our own hearts. And Vedic astrology is really a powerful way to help you with that. So I wanted to talk about Venus. And Venus, I'm sure a lot of you know, it's like the goddess, the feminine. It represents the feminine energy within the person. And the feminine is the creativity. It represents this harmony, this want to be liked by people, to be admired by people, to get along with people, to have good relationships, personal relationships, business relationships, passionate relationships, all that, sexual relationships. It represents all that type of stuff. And, it represents our creativity. Through our Venus, wherever it sits in houses, it really helps us with our creativity. It could really bring about creativity in music, in poetry, in painting, stuff like that. Decoration, interior decorators type of stuff, whatever the occupation may be. If wherever Venus sits, it can really help you with that. Like, I have a Venus in my 11th house. The 11th house is a house of network circles. And so that kind of represents that I could have a lot of good relationships with women, because Venus represents women, the feminine energy. I could have a good network circle with them and really expand in business or in friendship. Friendship, when you have that kind of thing, you got to watch out for that, especially if you're in a relationship with a woman. You don't want to be having all these women around, having friends like that, But it can also represent, like, I could work in some type of a feminine field, My 11th house is Taurus too, which is ruled by Venus. So Venus is very comfortable in that sign. And this can help me with working in those types of fields with women. It just so happens when I do give astrology readings, more women, I give more readings to women than men. So that's one way that it's working for me right there, And it's all good to me, As long as I'm helping people out, that's what it's all about with the astrology. And what else is it? So Venus too, it also represents your mother. It represents any the romantic partner in your life. So wherever Venus sits, it can have that. It's gonna tell you a little bit about your mother, about the relationship, the romantic partner in your life too. Like for me, it's in the 11th house too. So my mother is very, very much like she's very talkative compared to me. She's like the exact opposite of me. She's more of a talkative person. She does have a lot of close relationships with the women in my family. She's really close to a lot of them. A few of them really, really close. So there's that. And I also have Saturn right there in that house with Venus too. Saturn is all about this order and obedience and patience and strictness, you can say. Strictness to the law abiding. So my mom was very much like that too, especially with raising me. She was very much like that. So yeah, I had an idea on this video to do a reading for somebody's Venus, but I figured I would just check out what's happening in the here and now, right now. Just give a reading for who's being born right now. And I did this right now, right before I started recording this video. So this is for somebody that would be born on April the 11th, 2019 at 1:25 p.m. And I'm in the Los Angeles area. So this person would be a Cancer. Their ascendant would be a Cancer. So they're already they're very connected to the moon, and I'm a Cancer too. So this kind of makes it kind of simple for me to give a Cancer reading. So that's good. Little blessing from the universe right there, making it easy for me. But yeah, so Cancers are very sensitive people. They're very interested in getting along with people. They're interested in the environment, their surroundings, being harmonious. They want. That's really the thing that can affect a Cancer person is the communication, the socialization of people around them. They could feel it right away. With people, just like a cat can sense your mood as soon as you get home. They know what's up. So yeah, they're very sensitive. They can be clingy. Cancer people can be really clingy to people, hard to let go, be very attached to them. That's what those the crab symbol represents with the Cancer. They grab onto people and they don't want to let go. I know I was like that in my early relationships. Too clingy when I was a teenager. Too attached. So yeah, this person is a Cancer, and their Venus ended up being in the 8th house. The 8th house is the house of obstacles. It's originally ruled by Scorpio. So this is a very deep house in terms of going deep within the psyche of the mind. And their 8th house is the sign of Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn. So Aquarius is very much a sign of upliftment. It's has to do with this patience, obedience, this law-abiding stuff, this outward expression of Saturn, where you're looking to really tell it like it is to the public, to anybody around you, telling the reality of life. When it lands in this house of Scorpio, this 8th house, it really makes it a deep house. It really makes it deep and really willing to really talk about life and death. It gives this ability to interpret these energies, these like they call it occult energies, these spiritual energies that are coming within the person. Like if this person was to get into stuff like yoga, qigong, they would have a really good insight into this energy. Also, this person has Mercury in this 8th house also, and Venus has the lower amount of degrees. Mercury has a higher amount. So the planet that has the lowest amount of degrees in a house has more say in the house. So Venus will be stimulating the intellect to gravitate more towards creativity. It's not going to be so much about statistics. Mercury wants to write things down and write graphs and compare this graph to that graph. Here Venus is telling Mercury, well, Mercury's feeling the Venus energy and saying, man, I want to write down this stuff and write down all these graphs, but I'm getting pulled to be more creative. I got to be more of a creative person. So I'm gonna use my intellect more in a more creative way. Instead of writing all this stuff down, I'm gonna feel, and then I'm gonna interpret it with my mind. So this can make a person really good, like a yoga instructor or a good spiritual teacher. Talking about being able to go talk about the darkness, the storm before the clarity. Someone who can really tell it like it is, like I've been there. I know how it feels to be down and to feel like it's hopeless, and I'm on rock bottom here and I don't know what to do, and I just broke up with so and so, and I feel like I can't go on, and I don't have any strength in me. This person can really talk from those depths and really bring a person out of it, help them to expand. So it's a good placement. And Venus and Mercury are comfortable in the house of Saturn, this house of Aquarius. So they're able to really express themselves within this house. And so that eighth house is aspecting the second house. The second house is in the sign of Leo. The second house represents gains, represents communication, speech, represents the family too. So this is pretty good. Like I was saying, a person could be like a good spiritual instructor, and they could really tell it like it is, and they could even have like a family type of a business through this type of thing, or they can really sell organic type of food. Second house is about it represents the speech, it represents your mouth, it represents the things you eat too. So this person could be into that too, and really be able to talk about it. You know, have display good advertisements about food and the organics. You know, really represent healthy type of food eating. They'd have a good grasp of that. So yeah, I just wanted to try something different like that, see what I could come up with this reading. But yeah, if you guys anybody wants to know where your Venus is in your own chart, just go ahead and go to greg.thunderwizard.com, purchase a reading, and we'll hook up and talk over the phone, or if we can't find a convenient time, I'll just upload a video and send you the private link, and you can watch it always whenever you want. And yeah, hope you're all good. Have a good day. Peace.